Okay, today we're going to talk about pronouns and categorizing. Pronouns and categorizing. Pronouns are I, she, he, it. Pronouns are words that take the place of nouns. The subject pronouns I, she, he, and it stand for just one person or thing. So, for example, this is sung to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. When you're when you're talking about yourself, use I. When you're talking about a boy, use he. When you're talking about a girl, use she in place of her name. When you're talking about a thing, use it. Categorizing and classifying. People classify or categorize things by putting them in groups based on something they have in common. Then they give each group a name. Read the words. What's the same? Grouping them together is the name of the game. So if you look at these, we have shirt 5, 3, skirt 2, dress 4, pants, shoe 1. So the things that they have in common is half of these are numbers, the other half are types of clothing. So once again, singular subject pronouns. When you're talking about yourself, use I. So for example, I eat chips. When you're talking about a boy, use he. So let's say that this little boy's name is Omar. So we would say, Omar is standing up. He has his arms in the air. When you're talking about a girl, use she in place of her name. So if her name is Lisa, then we could say, Lisa is looking at Omar. She is giving the peace sign. When you're talking about a thing, use it. So this is usually, when we're talking about animals, we usually use it unless we know the gender of it. But like, we don't know if this dog is a boy or a girl. So we're just going to say the dog is in between Lisa and Omar. It looks happy. If we know that this is a girl, then we could say she looks happy. If we know if it's a boy, we could say he looks happy. You don't want to use it for a person, though. That's very rude. Categorizing and classifying. People classify or categorize things by putting them in groups based on something they have in common. Then they give each group a name. So like we said before, over here we have numbers, over here we have clothing. The point of classifying things is it helps us figure out how we view the world and how we organize the world. So it's important to know how to classify things. Okay, so you're just gonna sort of watch and listen as I go through this one and see if I remember how to get the pen. Circle the pronoun. So I need to look for the word that is replacing a noun. I sit at my desk. The pronoun is I. The singular pronouns, remember, that we're looking at are I, he, she, and it. Okay, which word belongs in a group named classroom? Okay, so I'm gonna change my pen color. Which word belongs in a group named classroom? Mud, fence, teacher. Okay, so I need to think about things that are normally in a classroom. What is normally in a classroom? Things like chairs, desks, teachers, students. So here I see the word teacher, so I know that is the right answer. Fill in the blank with a noun. So if I think back to an earlier lesson, the last lesson we had, we found out that a noun was a person, place, thing, or idea. So I need to add a person, place, thing, or idea. I am ready for this one. I would say vacation is going to make the most sense. I am ready for vacation. So here, pretty much any word would be okay as long as it was a noun. So I am ready for dogs. Kind of make it weird. The only thing I couldn't put is like a verb. So I couldn't say I am ready for running or I am ready for to run. That wouldn't work. Circle the mistakes, then fix and rewrite the sentence. Underline the pronoun. Okay, so let me change my pen color. Circle the mistakes. He, okay, that's not supposed to be like that, is my teacher. I need something at the end, so I'm going to circle here, and then I'm going to rewrite it as best as I can with this on-screen stuff. He is my teacher. And then it says to underline the pronoun. So the pronoun here is he, because that's one of my singular pronouns up here. Okay, which word is a pronoun? So this one we're going to do kind of together. So I'm going to give you some hints and then you're going to answer the question. It is time for music. So once again, I need to think that my singular pronouns are she, he, and it. So if that's the case, I need to see which of these three words matches with one of these words up here. So the correct answer is it, because we can see that right here. Okay, circle the words that belong in a group named music. So once again, I'm going to think of words that have to do with music, and I'm going to pick those words. There might be more than one. So in this case, we actually have three answers. So you should have picked drum, flute, and song. So drum is an instrument that you hit. A flute is the one that you play like this. And then a song is just a song. It's a musical composition. Okay. Underline the noun and circle the verb. So for a noun, remember, this is person, place, thing, or idea. And a verb is an action. So it's something you can do. Okay, so my noun, actually we have two nouns. So we have we and songs, and then the verbs are sing and dance. Okay, circle the mistakes, then fix and rewrite the sentence. So you need to think, what are things that I always need in a sentence? So I always need a capital, I always need a period, I need my spelling to be correct. And in this case, I need my word order to be correct. So English is what we call a subject, verb, object language, an SVO, which means that we need the subject first, so who's doing something, then the verb, what are they doing, and then the object, what they are doing it to. Okay, so the correct answer here should be, this is wrong, and then these are all just sort of mixed up. So we need to switch those around. Okay, so we need it to be I capitalized. Love to sing. I sing to love doesn't really make sense, because in that case it would mean that love is kind of like a person and that's who I am singing to. I love to sing means like singing is something that I really enjoy. Okay, this time you're going to do this pretty much on your own. So the questions are just going to pop up on the screen. Okay, I'm just going to go over the answers quickly to make sure that you got them right. Okay, so make the underlined noun a pronoun, so it should be she is painting. Circle the word that does not belong. So I need to think scissors, tape, tree, glue. Okay, scissors, tape, and glue are all words that are like things that I can find in a classroom. Tree is not. Fill in the blank with the correct verb. I learned to blank in art. Okay, so in art, I need to think, what do? I paint, I draw, I sculpt things. That would be gym, that's at home, so it's draw. Circle the mistakes, then fix and rewrite the sentence. Underline the noun. So this is a mistake, and this is a mistake. So she needs to be capitalized, and uses. So whenever we're in the third person, as in she, he, it, we need to have this S at the end. So she uses water colors. Okay, with that, you are going to go back into Google Classroom and do the practice and quiz. These are one combination Google form. And that is it for today. Thank you.